Greetings and salutations. This is Rick Koppel coming at you from the Not a Linux Guru Guy channel. And today we have something special for you. Not only are we installing SparkyLinux on all our computers here for some reason, it's worked out that way, but I'm going to have my wife, who has never installed anything in her life, install the Linux system on this computer over here. So hold on to your chairs, watch out for the fun, and we will have it on the other side intro. And we're back. Yeah, we're going to install SparkyLinux on my computers here. Now, I'm actually put SparkyLinux on my daily driver because I kind of did some with my Debian system when I had it installed and working good. I decided to go to testing. Seems simple enough. You just change the repository listings to testing instead of a buster or bullseye, whichever one you want to use. And you should change over to everything tested. But there's a few things in the Debian wiki that were kind of ambiguous to me. I didn't make things clear enough. It like contradicted itself in a couple of spots, so I wasn't sure. And it ended up having some issues and problems that started getting messed up. I thought, well, I'll just reinstall something new on there. So I did. And I installed SparkyLinux on my daily driver. But I installed the minimal version, which just installs OpenBox. So it's a Windows manager on there. That's all it has. And didn't even have LibreOffice or Thunderbird or none of that stuff on there hardly. So I installed all that, and then I put a KDE Plasma desktop on it. And lo and behold, I actually got it to work good. And aside from one little minor thing, it works beautifully. I even got a cascading menu on it. I'll show you here in just a minute. This is my KDE desktop. Ooh. Yeah, it looks pretty, doesn't it? And yeah, this is a cascading menu right here. See? It's what I was wanting. And the way I got that was you right click on this. One of the options it has on there is show alternates. Show alternates. See, I can switch back to the regular launcher that it has. Or I can use what I'm using now, the application menu, which is a cascading style menu. So I clicked on that, voila, bada bing, bada boom, I had a cascading menu, just like I like. Yeah, so that was the only thing. Now, the only thing I found is a problem with this, maybe due to being on a testing version, the semi-rollout as they call it, is that when I go to edit menu, right click, edit applications. From here you can edit your menu items. And all the items you can put, like we go to multimedia here, and you say, okay, I want to do cellular, I want to launch it on a shortcut key. Yeah, you just click on that, you type in your shortcut key and automatically launches it. I have several like that, like I set it up on my Brave browser Brave browser. I have meta W, which is the Windows key, and W pressed at the same time. My Brave browser. And so yeah. But however, one of my problem I found out was I had some. You can add in menu items in here. If you add in a menu item manually, for some reason the shortcut key doesn't work when you put it in. I don't know why. It's a bug, I think, in the system. From what little research I did on it, seemed like it's a bug. So I'm hoping the bug will eventually get fixed. But meanwhile, if I want to activate those items in there, which one is the disabled keypad feature, which you can do through another function on here if you wanted to, but I like my script because then I can just assign a key thing to it and it'll automatically toggle it back and forth. Anyway, I've learned how to use KDE Plasma pretty well. I've got it customized the way I want it, as you can see, and maybe I'll do a video on that sometime, but today we're going to look at installing SparkyLinux. But anyway, I just want to show you this because you can see what you can do. You can take SparkyLinux, you can take any system and make it what you want it to be. You can install whatever desktop environment you want on it, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So yeah, distros aren't as quite as important as the fact that most of them you can change out with pretty much anything on you want. So that's why I say just go with Linux Mint or Pop OS if you're a Mac person or something like that. To be easy for you to transition to. And then when you're ready, start exploring more distros or get a vanilla Debian distro like Debian or something like that. And once you get a little more experience using command line and stuff like that, then you can make it whatever you want it to be. All right? Yeah, so learn. It's powerful. Linux is a powerful system. Kernel. All right, now we're going to move on back up here. And we're going to go watch my wife try and install a computer system, SparkyLinux, on this other laptop right over here. I'd show it to you, but it's a lot of trouble to pick it up. So anyway, here we go. This is my wife, Lenita Koppel. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is me. Hi. You see my face many times before, so I won't show it much, but I want to let you know I am here. This is SparkyLinux on the big computer over here, family computer. And I'll show you real quick. This is a little Dell that we have. Can't have Ethernet. And this SparkyLinux Mate Edition. Desktop environment, Mate Edition. And space theme backdrop on it. It changes every once in a while. So, pictures of Hubble telescope and stuff. Anyway, we're here today to have this newbie install SparkyLinux on this computer, which has got Debian on it currently. And I've got the LXD desktop environment up on it right now. Also have Cinnamon installed on it, so I can switch back and forth as need be. And also have OpenBox installed on this, so I have 3 options I can choose from. But we're going to destroy all this today to install a new Linux operating system on called Sparky. So let me set this up here.
So the idea of this is to show how somebody who has absolutely no clue can do it.
Yes,
I got no pre-training, no pre-coaching.
Yeah, no pre-coaching. She's never installed any kind of operating system of any kind on any computer before in her life.
Never.
And we help her out a little bit because I have this USB stick that I put SparkyLinux on. She doesn't know how to do that part, and I'm not going to go through it with her. I'll go through it with y'all guys at some point, but we're going to install this, and this computer's already set up to boot up on the USB stick when it boots up. So, yeah, so we'll just...
So are we done?
Nope.
That was easy.
And so we'll cancel out of that. Yeah, what you have to do is you have to reboot your computer. It will boot up on this and go into its live version of Sparky. And it won't change anything on the computer to actually hit the install.
How do we reboot the computer?
You have to reboot the computer by going down here to that. Well, actually, hit that red button right there. Then you hit reboot.
Reboot.
And away you go. Now you could, if you didn't have it set to boot automatically on it. So there's US English, is probably what you want. SparkyLinux, US English. So hit enter there.
Tab to edit a menu entry or escape to back.
Automatically kicks. This boots up into the live version of it, which you can live, and then it has an install thing on it when you get into it.
Sparky.
Yeah, so it boots up on the USB stick a little slower than it does a regular hard drive, but it'll get there eventually. This computer's like got a. It's not the slowest computer. It's not the fastest computer. It's got 4 gigabytes of memory on it. So it's not just packed with memory, but it's got sufficient for this job. What we're going to install in this is a Sparky Edition with the LXQT desktop.
What a QT.
Yeah. Okay, so it's about to boot up into Sparky here.
It looks like a spider.
Yeah. Okay, so there it shows all that. Now see, if you wanted to install it, you just go up here to Sparky Installer.
Do we want to?
Yeah, unless you want to investigate a little bit.
I don't really want to. I mean, I don't want to investigate unless it's necessary.
Install it, so that's what we're here to do. So yeah, go ahead and hit enter on that, or double click on it, whichever one is more comfortable to.
This file, Sparky Installer, seems to be a desktop entry.
Execute it. I don't know why to ask that question.
Welcome to the SparkyLinux Potolo installer.
Yeah. And it'll ask you a series of questions about it. Oh yeah, you gotta connect to the internet first. Go down there in the bar.
Right there?
Right there.
There? There?
Right there.
There? There?
I think that. Click on that. Yeah. Go up to... We have to find our...
Wired connection?
No.
CenturyLink.
Looking for our couple family. Go down.
Oh wait, I saw couple somewhere in there.
There it is.
Couple fam.
Connection established. Yay. Okay, now that we have the wireless connection established, you can take off again.
Okay.
You just think probably hit the enter button.
Okay, so what am I doing now? Coming back to this again?
Yeah, hit the enter button or execute it. Then hit the button.
Welcome again.
You're bouncing things around a bit.
Okay, next.
Yeah, American English is what you want.
America, Denver.
That's correct.
Next.
That's correct.
Keyboard.
Default US English keyboard.
Next.
This is part some people don't get tangled up on.
Okay, let's see. Install alongside, replace and partition.
That's if you want to do a
Erase.
dual boot, which we don't want to do.
Disk annual partitioning.
Which you think we want to do?
The installer will shrink a partition to make room for Sparky. Or replace partition. Replaces a partition with probably replaced, right?
Exactly.
No?
No.
You don't want to erase the disk.
Yeah, we want to erase the whole disk.
What? For
Yeah.
real? Oh my lands.
Yeah. See what's on there right now is Debian, Buster. We're going to replace it all with Sparky.
Okay. So next.
Yeah.
What is your name? Is it me or you?
Either one. I usually put Rick Koppel. Spell it out like I normally would.
What name do you want to use?
Rick Koppel is up there. No. Go back up. Put Koppel in the end of my name. That's your full name.
Space?
Yeah. You want Rick there. That's what name I want to log in with as Rick.
Just Rick?
Yeah, I'll use lowercase Rick.
Oh, it must start with a lowercase letter.
And uppercase.
Made that go away.
Now the next thing, that's specific to me, so you could leave that the name of the computer, Rick-Aspire 5736Z. I'm just shorten it all to Aspire.
So you want to leave it like that?
No, so you can shorten it to Aspire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Choose a password to keep your account safe.
Yeah. You want to know what you use?
Okay. No caps?
Nope. It'll complain that it's not a sufficiently strong password. That looks like a lot more than what I said.
You didn't put the date in?
That's it.
Oh, you didn't put the date in. Okay. Next. This is an overview of what will happen once you start the install process.
Yeah. Yeah, this asks all the questions and pretty much needs to know. So then you just, when you're ready, you hit next, install, and it installs the whole system. So now this part, and then it asks all the questions up front, and then this installs the system from here on out. So
after that, it's done, huh?
Yeah, when it's done, you hit restart, and you take out this USB, hit restart, reboot, and it installs a new system.
Reboot. That's easy.
Mm-hmm. Pretty simple, huh?
Yeah. There's a few things you have to know. But
Yeah. This part can take a little while, but some of them take longer than others. Sparky's, I remember, doesn't take too long. Doesn't take too long to process. So we'll all jump back when we're done and see what we got.
woohoo!
And now SparkyLinux has finished its installation. It's got a screensaver some kind going on here. I'm booting the SparkyLinux on this computer. And it's booting in. And it's loading up.
There we go.
Yep, here we go.
What's next?
You get a login screen basically is what's next. Yeah, apparently we clicked it, then have to password when you log in. Fully upgraded system right there. And here we are on my laptop, my Acer laptop that we installed SparkyLinux on, my wife did. And you can see that it's no longer got the LXQT desktop on it. It's got Cinnamon desktop on it. So you can see just by pressing boink, got Cinnamon menu and all that kind of stuff. Traditional Cinnamon menu. And this then I pimped up with a little SparkyLinux Nature. I forget which one I did. I just picked one that looked good. It's in Cinnamon desktop. You just go here, change desktop background, and boom. Sort of boom. Slow computer. Let's small out. I can change it back to this if I wanted to. Boom. Oh, how cute. And that's SparkyLinux. Cinnamon desktop. I installed it on here. Oh yeah, how did I do that? Well, that's the cool thing about SparkyLinux is that you can, I forgot to show this on the other thing, but yeah. You go to, what you're looking for is the Aptus app right there. Aptus, or Aptus, however, I don't know which way it actually is meant to go, or what it means other than just that. Put in your thing and it allows you to install numerous things on your computer using scripts that they've compiled. They've compiled a whole ton of these things. You can upgrade your system from here. This, if you have no idea how to use a terminal, you can use one of these packages. upgrade. You can remove non-free packages. You can remove old deb packages. You can remove packages. Anyway, yeah. So I went down here to desktop, and it's got all these desktops. I install Cinnamon on it, which I did here. This is what I got. Boom, just like that. And you install window managers. You can install OpenBox. You can install Mate, LXDE, or the LXQT, which would be pointless since what I installed on here when I installed it. Trinity. You got these window managers. UKUI desktop. I almost installed this because I was kind of curious what it was, what it did and stuff. May do a video on that later. Yeah, but I can install anything on these I want. Yay. Gnome, Fluxbox, Bungie, awesome window managers. All these different ones. You can install Alignment, KDE. That's what I installed over on my main desktop that I showed you a minute ago, a little while ago. I just click that and install it right on the OpenBox system. So yeah, that's how you do that. You can go look through all the graphics, web. They got tons of stuff you can go through here. Somebody's put a lot of work into this. A lot of stuff that you can install through this. And IMs, a whole ton of those. Email. Yeah, there's all sorts you can install here. File transfer. You can install FileZilla using this or anything you want. Yeah, so take a chance when you. That's really the good feature about this is all these script files. If you're not sure how to do something, just look there and see if there's one. The only thing I wish they had on here was a search feature to search the different ones, scripts that are on here. But you just have to browse through it and find what you want. These are all alphabetically oriented and stuff. So that's a Cinnamon desktop on a SparkyLinux installation that my wife did. It's a usable computer. So that's SparkyLinux installed on the computer, and how I pimped it out afterwards was putting cinnamon on it. Yeah, you enjoy it? You like playing around with this kind of stuff? Great, have at it. You can do that in Linux. That's a great thing about it. It's not like Windows where you have one system set one way, with minimal adjustments. You make it look however you want it to look, pretty much. You make it look as strange or as familiar as you want. So that's Sparky Linux, and that's the installation procedure for Sparky, which is pretty simple as you saw. And my wife did it beautifully. And yeah, she never installed anything on the system before. No Linux, no nothing. So until next time, go down, check out press the like and subscribe and notification bell buttons so you keep update on whenever a new video comes out. And may the Linux force be with you. Bye.